Let's go live once again. Random little drop in. We are just going to wait for it to fill up. Looksmaxxing questions, Q&A. Just ask anything today. Let's do the ritual, man. All right, before we get into it, you got to go to my website, man. Caloric.com. Get the supplements, first of all. Titan Grow 2.0, Aries Rage, but the two top selling supplements on my website. Use code Wayne for 10% off. But yeah, Arnimov, what's up, bro? What's up? Now, I cannot stay long, guys, so we are going to keep this one fast today. The best YouTuber. I love you, bro. I love you too, man. I love you too. Very grateful for the support all you guys give me. What's up, bro? Josh, what's up, man? Portugal would be cool. I want to go. It's on the list, man. What's up, bro? It's good, man. It's good. Have you seen Oscar's new vid? I do not watch other YouTubers. Unless, yeah, I don't though. I kind of watch more entertainment stuff on YouTube now. Austin, when are the shoes releasing? I'm currently waiting on the first prototype still from my manufacturer. So the second I get them, then I will start doing my pre-sale as long as they're up to my standards. But the thing is, I've got to fall in love with it. So I got to trust my manufacturer that they're going to make a really sick shoe, which I think they will. But there's no guarantee yet, man. Like, we got to wait till I get the prototype and then go from there. The Don, what's up, bro? What's up, Isaac? How much do pull-ups affect your height? Pull-ups help quite a bit. I mean, it helps decompress the spine, helps increase your strength, producing more HGH, testosterone. I think it's awesome. Thank you for making it live. Of course, man, of course. How looks Max eyes? You got to focus on hormones more than anything. And then outside of that, like some pretty things that you can do is going to be eyelash curling, focusing on the eyebrows because the eyebrows help shape the eyes. Actually, I could darken my eyebrows a bit right now. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Work on the eye bags, and pretty much that's it. Royal jelly is pretty good. It was shown in adolescent kids to help increase height. I think it's a great supplement. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. A full explanation on the mandible. I'm 16, very insecure about the lower jaw. You've got tons of time, man. It could be an orthodontics issue. If you do have an overbite, definitely try to get braces right now. And so they can move that bottom and lower third forward. But if not, then you need to be mewing, focusing on your hormones, everything, man. How'd you get hollow cheeks? Low body fat and diets. I'm always around 8 to 10% body fat. Thank you, brother, for the donation, AZ. Did you get laser or microneedling? No, in the future, if my facial hair starts coming in more heavily, I'll probably get laser like every 6 months. I'm going to be completely straight up. I don't really like facial hair, like on myself. I don't feel confident with facial hair. I just kind of feel like I need a shave when it comes in. But no, I have not done either. Dude, can you give me some advice? Grow hair fast. I think my face, my skin, my physique are fine, but my hair ruin it all. Hair growth, there's a lot that you can do, man. Saw palmetto to help reduce hair fall. Black seed oil is really good. And then rolling it, like get the derma stamp, that's gonna be awesome as well. What else? And then supplements. Like you want to be taking your supplement really high in biotin and collagen. Those are gonna be like the two to focus on for hair growth. Come to India. Once again, man, it is on the list. Well, you just got to go to an orthodontist, man. They can fix it. Just like he'll put a machine in your mouth to move your lower third forward. That's the only thing you can really do, though. Please don't just start thumb pulling. Like, I would rather you just pay a couple thousand and get the orthodontist. Even if you get in debt for a couple thousand, like you're young, your parents get in debt and you have to pay them back, like it would be worth it, man. Your opinion on clinching? I've seen a lot of Looksmaxxing clinching their jaw for more defined face temporarily. I'm not a fan. I don't like any of these like hacks. Like just clenching those cheeks, guarding them, and it looks cringy to me, man. I can always tell when someone's clenching. I can see the clenchers. I can see the cheek biters. Like, you want to relax. Like, the second it looks like you're trying too hard with your looks, that's when it's unattractive. Like, you'll notice women are always, they are in love with guys who look effortlessly good. And whenever you're biting your cheeks and clenching all the time and you're obsessed with always looking perfect at every angle, that's a turnoff. Working on the afternoon is actually the best time for overall strength. Can you do a lean bulk while still having a lean face? Yeah, of course, man. Just don't get over like 13% body fat. I mean, you can lean bulk from 10% to 13%, which I think would be the most ideal bulking cutting cycle, in my opinion. Like, you just bulk for 3 to 4 weeks, cut for 3 to 4 weeks, just stay just like that, man. Don't get fat. Possible to grow after 18? Yes, I grew in my 20s. It is very much possible. Also, would you still recommend keto carnivore to shred fast? I know you aren't carnivore anymore. 100%. No, I wouldn't actually. I think if you just want to shred as much body fat as possible, it's better just to have a consistent caloric deficit and eating foods that you enjoy, because you're going to want to stick to your diet. I'm telling you right now, if you've never done a strict diet in your life, you're having to stick to a caloric deficit. You might be losing a whole bunch of water weight on the carnivore, but then if you're not in a deficit, you're not even losing weight, man. Like, you're losing all this water weight, 5-10 pounds, but the second you introduce carbs again, nothing even changed. So that's why just focusing on the deficit is the only thing that matters. Like, the carnivore really just, it helps flush out water. That is it. It makes no difference outside of that. And actually, a diet that's too high in protein and too low in carbohydrates will actually lower testosterone too. So I don't recommend it. I think it's good to find out what foods inflame you. Like, even now, eating carbs again, I don't go crazy with the carbs. And I'll notice, like, if I have something I'm not supposed to, I get bloated up. My face will look kind of ugly, a little chopped for a couple of hours. I'm like, I shouldn't have eaten that. And that's how I know I eat something that inflamed me, man. But that's why I love the carnivore diet, just to find out what to cut out from your diet. It's an elimination diet. That's what it was designed for. I don't recommend minoxidil actually for eyebrows and eyelashes. I would prefer more natural serums, just because minoxidil, even if you're putting it on your face, could have other adverse side effects like heart issues, things like this that no one really like talks about. And it's like over 1% of everyone who takes it, which doesn't sound like a lot, but let's say 2,000 people watch this stream. That could be like 20 people who get serious issues from taking minoxidil, you know? So like, I don't recommend things like that lightly. Like, you want to make sure you're 100% ready for it. But besides that, I would just do the old natural methods first. If I pay you, can you fix me? That is my job, man. If you're trying to look max, if you're trying to create an aesthetic physique, I can help you. How do I save my hairline and make it healthy? The healthiest thing that you can use is a supplemental, like, peptide thing. I actually sell one on my website, caloric.com. It's only in the US, but if you don't buy mine, I would recommend getting something else. But if you want something, rosemary is also really good. And then obviously Finn and Min is going to be like the go-to, like, making sure like nothing ever happens. But like I just talked about, side effects, man, you want to be careful. Low body fat is way more important, man. I mean, even if you have muscles, but you're not at a low body fat, you'll just look fat. Like, literally, like, if you've been training for like 6 months, but you're at a low body fat, it looks like you're jacked. But if you've been training 10 years and you're fat, you just don't, you look like a dad bod. Like, you don't even look like you work out, man. Short Kings assemble. I love you, man. Today is actually about why short men hate tall men. It's going to be a very interesting video. I will be uploading it in like an hour. I hope all of you guys tune in. I'm really excited for it. Bro, how do you mute? What's the correct method? You just basically like take a sip of water, and then whenever, like wherever your tongue lands after that, that's mewing. Like just like that. It's so simple, man. I do not get people who drink blood, man. Like that is just full of parasites and so much bad stuff for you. It just doesn't make sense. My question with like that more primal diet is like, what are you gonna do if you're dating a woman and then like she sees how you actually eat? Like maybe the first date you guys can go out in nature, have a really cute date, but like eventually you guys are gonna eat together. And did you know that whenever humans eat together, like this is whenever we bond more than anything? Like it's almost up there with like intercourse, man. Like it is a very intimate thing. Like even when I was a strict carnivore, it was harder to connect with girls like on dates and stuff, but you still can obviously because you can eat fairly normally. But like when you're only eating the raw diets and just drinking blood, it's like she's gonna think you're a psycho. I'm gonna be honest. She will literally think you're a psycho, not in a hot like Joe Goldberg type of way, but just genuinely like no. What advice would you give someone who has abs but a chubby face? I'm 6'5", 185 pounds. For context, I would focus actually on building muscle because that will help just flush everything out of the body more consistently. But yeah, especially for that weight, man, you should definitely try to bulk up a little bit. But I would just focus on low inflammatory foods. That's gonna be the best thing that you can do right now, man. That's probably bloating you up. But you got to keep in mind as you get older too, like you lose face fat automatically with age. So I wouldn't stress about it too much. You'll probably grow into your looks. So I don't know, man. Unless you're like an influencer or anything like that, I don't think it's like too intense to like be on a super strict diet. Yeah, orthodontics is really underrated, man, in the community because it's not surgery. You're not doing anything crazy, and you're just fixing your mouth, and then that's gonna fix your face as a byproduct. Mhm, mhm, mhm. 1,500 calories good for a cut from 90 kgs. No, that's way too aggressive. 90 kgs. I can't do the math right now, but I think that's like almost 200 pounds. But no, your maintenance is like 3,000. So for the average person, if you just are working out, you're having like a average lifestyle, then that would mean that you're 1,500 calories under maintenance, which is like starving, man. Like your metabolism's gonna shut down. Like that is not healthy. The most aggressive you could go potentially is like 2,000. Even then, I think that's a bit too aggressive. But if you want to do that, just keep in mind it's not super sustainable, and then I would slowly go up to like the 2,500 marker, which is 500 under maintenance, which will be about 1 pound of fat loss every single week, or about half a digit body fat percentage every single week that you're shredding. So I think that's a really good number to aim for, but I would definitely avoid the 1,500. What would be the steps for a good masculine jaw like yours? I did tons of jaw training throughout puberty, so I think that would be a good step. Focusing on diets, I think strength training naturally builds and develops the face as well. Light triads or dark triads? I mean, that's actually just based off of personality traits. I hate how the Looksmaxxing community like basically just stole these words, and it's like light triad is like you look like a golden retriever, you have blonde hair, and then dark triad's like, oh, dark hair, dark everything. Okay, am I back yet? Sorry, guys. My computer literally it randomly shut off. I don't know what happened. All right, let's see where we were. Okay, Joe Goldberg. That's the last thing I see. My question is for this type of thing, like, why are you on the channel to begin with? Like, ever since I started this channel, it's been to help men look more attractive for the past 5 years. This entire channel has only been on how to look more attractive. So why would you come to a channel like this and then be like, I don't like this channel. You should focus on charisma. Girls don't care about charisma, man. I'm being 100% blunt with you. Like, the second you look more attractive, you can just not say anything. Not say anything. They come up to you, just you're so attractive. Like, where are you from? You're so hot. I wanna go home with you. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, the more attractive you are, you will have a billion times better dating life. And you know what's cool about that? Girls are trying to impress you. You're the guy. You're the hot chick in this scenario, not her. But the second you're using charisma to get these chicks, you know what it is? You're chasing her. You're looking for her approval. And you might say, like, no, the girl chases me. I am the prize. Boo, 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 boo. No, the second you are trying to put on a front, you're putting on an act for a girl. That is you simping for this girl. That is you chasing this girl because you want her. Otherwise, you would not be acting like that. Bro, you are only 16. Just focus on health, orthodontics, everything else, and you're gonna grow into your face. All you guys, especially like if you're a teenager watching this, like most of you guys, if you do everything I've been preaching on my channel, telling you, you're going to grow into your looks. Like, don't be overly critical with yourself. Right now, if your dating life isn't what you want it to be, like my dating life sucked as a teenager. Like, I was passing out in front of girls, like no girls liked me, and then I grew into it with time. So we're playing the long game here, man. Like, don't just focus on right now. Focus on the long-term goals. Personally, for me, I don't want surgery for anything. If I were to ever consider anything, there would have to be some sort of like new Botox method for like wrinkles in the future. But at the moment, even then, I don't want Botox, which isn't even surgery. That's just like Botox, you know. But yeah, I don't want anything. Do you think anyone who is fit, has money, elite grooming, and style, is a decent human being, can find true love even if they are short or below average? Uh, I don't think any man necessarily can find true love. I don't even think true love really exists. True love is just finding someone that you can be compatible with, who's going to be loyal with you, and you guys can grow. But like, there's no magical, mystical love thing. But I think you can. I think anyone can find their partner. You know, like it just comes down to finding your person. I mean, even the most attractive guy, Tom Brady, is like 6'2", like handsome Chad, like best freaking quarterback of all time. He still got cheated on by his wife's personal trainer, like jiu-jitsu cheater. Like, it doesn't even matter who you are, man. It matters more so the connection and the girl that you're choosing. You just want to choose very wisely. Like, you want to put yourself in a position as a man to where you have options to make the best choice possible when it comes to your dating life. What is the connection between low body fat and age? Really nothing. You know, I mean, when you get older, you don't magically gain weight. Most people are more sedentary with age, which contributes to them actually like gaining weight. Like the slow metabolism myth, like after 30, 25, that's a myth, man. Like, that doesn't even happen. Like, until you're like 50, 60 years old, that's whenever technically it would start slowing down if you started, like, if you're not eating properly, if you're not working out. But for the most part, you should actually keep most of your stuff with age. But you don't want to be too lean as you're younger. Like, you don't want to be single digits. What do you think about sun exposure and benefit from vitamin D for health? Should it be avoided to face but other body? Yeah, I think so. Like if you want to optimize health and anti-aging, obviously, I would just use like a very good quality SPF, maybe even a hat on your face. But then you obviously got to worry about like skin coloration because then your body's gonna be more tan and then the face is gonna be like really dark. That doesn't look super good. I would say just get like cover your face and then get like 10 to 30 minutes tops of sun exposure and then supplement with vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. All of the scientific research shows that supplementing with D3 with K2 is almost just as beneficial as getting it in the sun as if you're sitting out there hours a day. I don't know about you, even when I did have the time to sit outside tan for 2 hours a day, now I don't have time to do that. So like I couldn't even keep up a tan if I wanted to. So that's just my opinion. Thank you, Dwip Singa. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Gym or marathon training? Bro, come on. Nobody should be doing marathon training for aesthetics. I do work with some people actually. They do marathon training. I love them. They're awesome people. They do it more so for the personal challenge. I still help them look awesome, like work on their fitness goals. But that's we're doing like half an app. But don't just do marathon training. And he knows that it's not the best thing for his strength training program. What's up, bro? What do you think about humor affect the SMV? I have not seen comedians pull out of their league. Most of the time, humor is going to be like a multiplier of your base level of attraction. Like you'll notice Pete Davidson, even he's above average when it comes to looks, and Jerry Seinfeld, for example, like guys like this, like naturally they're a little bit above average and they have really high SMV, and then they're funny on top of that. That's why they get so many girls out of their league. Like that is the only reason. It's an amplifier. But if you're unattractive, girls won't think you're very funny. Wolf cut looks very sick. I think it's better for the younger crowd. I think if you're over 25, I wouldn't do it personally if I was you, but maybe even 22. I think if you're like 18 to 22, though, it looks pretty good. Yeah, the stream, it wasn't the Wi-Fi, it was my MacBook, guys. I got the M1 MacBook. I think they're trying to get me to upgrade. Hey, new member. Thank you, bro. Hope you enjoy all the old privated streams and videos. Yeah, guys, I've got like over probably, I think I did the math. There's like so much content. There's like over 40 hours of content that it's not unlisted, but it's all in the members tab now. So like all my old streams, all of my old content, all that stuff, it's only for members. You guys need to go to my website, kalosik.com right now. Get my two best supplements, Titan Growth 2.0 and Aries Rage, my favorite supplements. I still actually need to take this for today, but I'm almost out, so I need to get some more. But they're the best, man. They're the best. This obviously helps boost testosterone. Titan Growth 2.0 helps give you everything your body needs to support your high growth journey. They are killer. I did not see your super chats. Maybe I did. I don't know. Why would I be lying for the past 5 years on social media, man? It makes no sense. Just so you guys know, I have never lied on my YouTube because things can come back to bite you in the butt. Like you make one little lie, people will find that. I'm telling you, like The Rock, he lied about getting in and out for the first time in his life. And then a couple years later, he made another video saying this is his first time ever getting in and out. Like either he forgot it or he was just lying for whatever reason. Like people don't like lying. That's why I've always made it a point to always be 1000% honest with you guys. Also, Wayne, I've always been your fan. I watched your vids like a year ago, and you've improved a lot. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Very grateful for you, the support that all you guys give me. Face over height, over charisma, over frame. Ooh, nah, I don't agree with this. I think face and height are equal, honestly, because height, if you're not tall enough, then this is going to be a disqualifier. 100% disqualifier. Like, you're super handsome, but then you're 5'4" for a lot of girls. You're disqualified. Like, they will not touch you. But that's why I think they're equal. Face and height are equal. And then frame and muscle, I'm going to put them equal as well, because a lot of guys with frame don't have the physique, but then a lot of guys with muscle, they don't know how to put it in the right places. But you can build a good physique that looks like you have a wide frame. So I think those are equal, and the charisma is the least important out of those. Drinking raw eggs makes no sense, man. You literally don't absorb all of the protein whenever you're drinking the raw eggs. The yolk, yes, but the white actually, it's not going to be good for you. It's going to be much healthier if you just cook the eggs over easy to where the yolk is still a little bit runny, but then the whites are cooked. 100%. If you have to change anything else about yourself, you're chasing. Like, you should become that guy to where girls will want to come up to you. You're very attractive. They want to go home with you. You don't have to do anything. Like, she's like, "What are you doing tonight?" I'm like, then you're just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go home and play video games." You know? She's like, "Oh, I want to come," and it's like you don't care. Like, whatever she says, you could not care less. That is how you know that you're in control of the situation. And you guys think, oh, this is gonna be boring. Girls won't like that. It'll still work. Rewatch if someone said 1,500 for about 200 pounds. That's perfectly healthy. Maintenance is about 8. Where are you getting this, man? That is not true. To calculate your maintenance, maybe that's your maintenance without doing anything. Like if you sit on your couch the entire day, but most people get out, they do things. For the average person, you want to take your weight right now, multiply it by 15. This is going to be your maintenance calories. So if you're 200 pounds, multiply that by 15, 3,000 calories is going to be your maintenance. And you can do this for any weight. Guys, this is my job. What is this? No, 1,500, your metabolism is going to shut down. You are not losing any more weight. Or you'll just crash out with that diet because it's too intense. Ooh, no, we're not getting that today, man. Beard is only for men with poor jawline. Apart from that, beard is male gaze, 100%. And also, every single president, every single like influential person, every single man, you will notice one thing: they're always clean shaven. There is no like really, really high up there public figure who has a beard. None. No billionaires. I will answer this, but not in an offensive way. Why don't you promote the consumption of raw meat and raw organs? They are nutritionally superior to cooked meats if bought from good hands. That's the thing. Most people don't have access to good meat. First of all, like let's say beef tartare. Like you want to have some beef tartare. I think it's great. Has tons of health benefits. It tastes awesome. It's raw meat and raw egg yolk. But did you know that restaurants who prepare it, for example, in Europe, they have very, very special standards. Like they're going to get it from the butcher. They're going to make sure it's not touching anything contaminated. But the meat in the grocery stores, it's not made for that. It's not made to be consumed raw. It's made to where you have to cook it because it's not going to be in the healthiest conditions. So like, let's say maybe you have the best conditioned meat possible. Theoretically, you could possibly eat it raw, but then you also have to question like humans literally evolved once we started cooking our meat because our body was able to absorb more of the calories, more nutrients because our body not spending all this time breaking down the raw meat and we could actually just absorb it instantly. And that's a Harvard study. You can look it up yourself. Like there's no reason to argue with science, and there's tons of scientific literature that backs us up as well that cooked meat is much better for humans than the raw meat. Like, I don't get the debate. I don't get the science going against it. But hey, man, This is a very good antioxidant. It's a very good supplement to take. Yeah, man, this is old news. That's like 2 years ago. 5'11" is not short. That is 5 inches, 4 inches above the average international male height, 2 inches above the average height in America and most of Europe. That is slightly short, unless that's only short if you're in the Netherlands. Like that's the only place in the world because the average height there is 6 feet tall. So that is very tall height, I would say. I grew from 5'9" to 6'4" at 17, and then now I'm 6'6". So I wouldn't really go out there saying that information. Is squint maxing a part of the tryhard category? I would say so. Or have you ever used it in photo shoots or anything? Posing for photos are much different than like trying too hard because that's like a professional setup and stuff. Like it's like I don't know. Think of like an actor. Like think of Robert Pattinson. If he's like talking to someone in normal conversation and he's like trying to go in like an acting monologue, most girls will still kind of find that cringy. But like when he's on camera, he's on set, it's pretty cool. It's badass. Same thing with like, let's say modeling. Like even off camera, like even if you look really good, but you're like posting stories, you're like, look how sexy I am, guys. Like no one's gonna really find that attractive. So I would minimize the try hardness as much as you can. Someone who only runs marathons typically never has a decent physique. They just look frail, in my opinion. So a bodybuilder is a better physique than a like anorexic marathon runner, in my opinion. All right, guys, I gotta leave soon. Let's see what we got here. Okay, AZ, here we go. You've been donating a lot, man. I'm very grateful. What's your thoughts on under eye fat grafting and mid face Botox? Botox, I used to kind of be for it, but lately I've been doing more research. If you get Botox, it just kind of freezes the face, and those muscles in your face are going to atrophy with time, and meaning that the muscles are not going to hold up with time. So I think it could actually hinder your looks as you get older. I would avoid Botox personally. Just accept the wrinkles. Have a really good protocol with tons of moisturizers, tons of retinols, things like that. Under eye fat grafting could be good, especially for the eye bags. I've not looked up anything with the long-term results, like if it's going to be positive or negative, but short term, I think it's good, and you can always reverse it too. How often do you wash your face, and do you see my other super chats? Oh, I got you, man. I got you. I wash my face daily. Actually, I use an oil-based cleanser. It's really good. How many showers do you take a day? I take one shower a day, bro. Sometimes, if I'm being honest, not every day. It's actually not healthy for you to shower every single day. Lots of actors actually do this as well. Like they'll shower maybe a couple times a week because the skin has more time to rejuvenate. Because especially if you're not using a shower filter, then that's just like really bad for your skin. Yeah, man, I will do a walking video there soon, eventually. I don't know. I'm debating going there or going back to Japan soon, honestly. I love Japan so much. Japan's probably my favorite place to visit in the whole world. There, yeah, it's not my favorite place to live. The people are very cold. Like they're not as warm as in Thailand, but I think for visiting, it's definitely one of the coolest places in the world. I feel religions are manipulations to keep is down. Thank you for the donation, brother. Thank you for sharing your opinion. I'm not going to get into religion today on this stream. Everyone has their own views, and I love you for sharing your views. But like I said, no politics or religion today, guys. Guys, we gotta stop spamming. I'm putting everyone who spams in timeout. All right. I think I banned them. I'm pretty sure I banned someone. You're friends with Godis. We've commented on each other's stuff. I want to say that, yeah, like we're cool with each other. Thanks, bro. It's not good to kiss and tell, man. I've gone on a lot of dates. We'll say that. But yeah, guys, you want to have sexual control more than anything. So this comes to like watching the videos, touching yourself, and even like meaningless hookups. Like from the best thing I've learned about getting older is you want to be very conservative with your energy. Always invest in yourself. Women should always be an addition to your life, but like if you get sucked into that, it can be very draining. Not to mention like the diseases, things like that you could possibly get that could literally like ruin your life. So you want to be very careful with things like that. No, no, it does not matter, man. It's like girls will say that they have preferences, for example, but like the second you're attractive enough, like you meet the looks threshold, they could not care less. Like, let's say a girl says, "Oh, I only date like this one race," and then you're a different race, but you're super handsome, she'll still probably go out with you. That's awesome, brother. That's awesome. The knowledge you give to us, so I just want to know how you get the knowledge from where. From myself, man, from myself. Most of the things I share is from life experiences. What's your favorite skin routine? I've made a skincare video a couple months ago. Go check that out. Is chewing gum daily worth it? For me, it would just inflame my face. So it depends what your facial structure is and if you get inflamed easily. Yes, I grew after 20, bro. I think it's possible. All right, let's see if there's any very interesting questions. Masturbation has no effect on growth, I would say, but I don't think it's healthy. I would avoid it still. Maybe once a week, if anything. Do you think you have the mentality of minimizing because you already have enough of it? Would you tell a sub five to work on their looks or control lust? I would say both. But yeah, I mean, it's like if you're starving, all you can think about is food. But like once you get to a point to where you can get just about any girl that you want, and I say this in the most humble way possible, like if you have access to more women though, then you won't really have as much of a desire for more women. Like this is why like the more confident, the more attractive you become, like you don't have any desire to brag about the girls that you got with. You don't really have any desire because a lot of it comes from ego, man. Like you want to get these girls not even for yourself, not even because you want to connect with this girl. You want to do it to share it with your friends, to say, oh, I did this. Like, look how attractive, look how awesome I am. Like, I'm being real with you guys. Like, that is why you do it. That's why I would do it in the past. Like, that's why just about anybody will want to just hook up with somebody randomly. It's more of an ego trip, it's an ego boost. And so I feel like once you don't really feel like you need that validation, then that's whenever you say have like real confidence, I would say. You've evolved as a human at that point. Do you have to initiate convos with girls or they just come up to you? One thing I have learned is that if you initiate the conversation with girls, even if you are very attractive, most of the time, like they're not showing super high signs of interest. Sometimes maybe like they're super shy and then you talk to them, then their interest is going to skyrocket. But a lot of times you'll notice the girls who they talk to you first. Those girls are gonna be obsessed with you. Makes everything so much easier for you. Like no pushback, anything. If showering every day dries out your skin, then why do you wash your face every day? Because I moisturize afterwards, so I rehydrate, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. But like I said, I do have shower filters too, so you're able to do things like that more often if you have clean water coming through. You never go to the Netherlands, you get mocked. This is always a very funny comment. So if you look at statistics, I mean, the average person there is 6 feet tall. I've never really heard of any male models coming out of the Netherlands personally. I've seen obviously some attractive people every now and then, but I've never actually met an attractive person in my life from the Netherlands. So, and I don't really have much interest to go to the Netherlands or to live there. So, like, let's say it is full of all these male models, chads, like people talk like it is, which people who have actually lived there, gone there, like they say it's the complete opposite. It's not like that, especially nowadays. Like, it's getting much, much worse. But why, like, what's the point? It makes no sense. I mean, I've lived in Japan, I've lived in America, I've lived in Europe, and everywhere I've lived, I've never had any problems. So the places I want to live. My communication skills, I can still improve actually, but what helped me is YouTube, honestly. YouTube. It's not the best advice, but if you can just talk more and try to get better at communication, that's all you can do, man. Do you think most of the Looksmaxxing influencers are scams? Well, they're kind of telling you guys a lot of lies. I'm going to be honest. I mean, people are literally giving you fraudulent transformations. Like, I've never posted a fraudulent transformation. They're posting transformations that aren't even theirs. Other people's, like on Discord servers and stuff, they're posting like frauded angles to where like their chin's like inverted, and then it's all out like they have all this forward growth, but it's not even true, man. Like, I've seen breakdowns of this. So people like that, I would say so. The people just being genuine though, offering good advice that's actually going to work, I think they're legit. And then the people obviously trying to get teenagers and kids to hop on gear and take all this juice, those people, I wouldn't necessarily say that they're scammers. I would say that they're evil, though. That's 100% evil. Like trying to get teenagers to literally hop on something that they're going to need TRT therapy for the rest of their life. Their hormones are jacked up for the rest of their life because this Looksmaxxer told them they got to take all this gear and stuff at a young age to look good. When truth is, you don't. So, yes, I would say most of them are scammers or a little bit sus. Just ironic. People hate on my content calling me the same things, but I only give out anything that has scientific evidence, and I will only ever sell something that I will only take myself. Like, those are my two guarantees, man. Those are my two promises. I take all my own supplements. I wear my own clothing. I use my own skincare every single night, man. Like, yeah. I sell supplements that I take. I do not understand the point of this. Like I just said, you sell supplements, bro. That's funny. Raw milk has tons of benefits. Like, there are so many beneficial bacteria. Like, they literally cook out the lactase, so like you can't even digest the milk properly if you drink it pasteurized. But raw meat is not the same thing, man. It's actually the opposite. Whenever you cook the meat, it's easier to digest. That's what we should be going off here, man. The digestive system. Like, if it's easier to eat something when it's cooked, you should probably eat it cooked. And if it's easier to drink something raw, like raw milk, you should probably drink it raw. Otherwise, literally 70% of the population is lactose intolerant. Like, most people can't even consume pasteurized milk. Magnesium is fantastic. 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 One of the best supplements you can be taking. Really good for sleep. Really good for sleep. I was thinking about making my own magnesium. I'm still gonna make it. I don't know if I'll sell it, but if I do take it, it'll just be my own supplement that I get from my manufacturer, and I'll take it every day. But it's like it's such there's so much competition with just like a magnesium supplement. I still have not started creatine, man. But no, thinking about whenever I was taking it, the biggest thing is just muscle, honestly. Like it's gonna load up a lot of water retention inside the muscles, and so you're gonna feel really jacked and much stronger once you start taking it. Well, you can post while still being mysterious, man. Like I would always say to post, because that's gonna help women feel a lot safer with you before going on dates and stuff. But just don't post about your life, man. Like people think that they know me, but the truth is, like, no one really still has any clue about any of my personal stuff. Like they don't know anything about my brother, about my parents, about my relationships, my dating life, and no disrespect to you guys, but like I want to keep things like that to myself. Like I don't want to share it with the world. Like everything I'm doing, everything about myself. People I've noticed, like look at celebrities for example. Like people will want to know more and more and more. It's like you gotta have boundaries. Otherwise, like they're gonna try to infiltrate every single aspect of your life. If smashing thotties is just an ego thing, then why do some celebrities still not have any standards? Well, they still have fragile ego. I mean, that would be the simplest way. Just because someone's attractive doesn't mean that they don't have like a weak, fragile ego or that they're not insecure. Like, there's lots of insecure famous people. If anything, like being more in the spotlight would make a lot more people more insecure and needing more validation than ever before. I mean, look, there's tons of celebrities who just go off the freaking map, man. Like they'll blow up and then like they'll get their affirmations, whatever, and then they just disappear. Close set eyes? No. I mean, look at Ryan Gosling. He's got close set eyes. I think he looks very good, man. Oh man, I'm gonna be honest. This community is so toxic. All sides are avoidable with roids. That is genuinely the most stupid comment I've ever seen. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even gonna be nice on this one. That is stupid. It's genuinely stupid. Like if you take any amount of roids or SARMs, for the most part, you will become dependent on this for producing testosterone. Even if you don't get any sides, you don't lose any hair, you don't get any man titties, it doesn't matter what it is. When you get off of it in a couple of years, you will have to be on something for the rest of your life. Your body can no longer produce regular healthy testosterone until you die. Like it makes no logical sense. And the risks involved, like no one can guarantee that nothing bad is going to happen. There's no side effects whatsoever. Like you can try to do it the best way possible, but that doesn't ensure that it's going to be 100% safe. I've thought about dyeing it black actually. I don't know. I've done some filters. I don't think I look as good with the black hair actually. Kind of washes me out a bit. Is Looksmaxxing hurting men's Looksmaxxing hurting men's Looksmaxxing? Okay. Yep. Been mewing and thumb bowling, maintaining a posture for a while now, but I can't see a huge result. Man, I'm telling you guys, like thumb pulling is silly. Just focus on mewing and having proper testosterone. That's gonna be much better and less dangerous than mewing. Anti-Looksmaxxing, but do you have a Yu-Gi-Oh card collection? I do have a Yu-Gi-Oh card collection. Before I go, let me know if you guys really, really want to see that collection. And I can go get it. Otherwise, maybe for another day. Because it's 1 a.m., so I got to go, guys. I got to upload on YouTube and finish work. But before we go, you got to go to my website, caloric.com. Get the best supplements in the industry, man. Titan Growth 2.0, Aries Raid, Testosterone Booster. Support your natural health, everything. You got to get it, man. Use my code Wayne for 10% off everything on caloric.com. How tall were you at 14? I have no clue, man. I have no clue. I was not one of those kids who measured himself, by the way, guys. I did not really care. I'm not going to lie. I didn't measure myself literally until I was like 6'4". Even my 5'9", it wasn't even confirmed. It was me like standing next to my parents, and like we were the same height, and like they were like 5'8", 5'9". So like none of it was confirmed whenever I was a teenager. Maybe when I was like 8 years old, my parents used to measure me, but after that, no. I don't know who this is. How to rid yourself of curses. That's a pretty intense one. Personally, I've not really looked into curses or anything. I would focus on trying to cleanse yourself the best you can. Connecting to God, whatever God that is that you personally believe in, that's going to be the best thing. And just trying to like be more, more connected. That's going to be the best thing. Praying is always going to help. What is the rage bait? I'm curious. Could you wife up anything under a 6? For me? No. Aaron Marino, short, aging gracefully, or prime Jeremy Fragrance, aging like rotten milk. Oh, Aaron Marino. And that's a good example of longevity too. Like Jeremy Fragrance, he has not sustained his looks whatsoever. He's only like 36. I'm not gonna lie. I don't see him improving his looks. Aaron is like 50 years old, man. He looks awesome for his age. Like literally, people rag on this guy so much, but I'm telling you, if this guy was not with his wife, he would absolutely slay. He's got like a 8-figure business, 9 figures. I don't know. He makes insane money with his businesses, but that, not to mention his looks at his age, he's very mature, like he's very intelligent. That guy would always do well. It's stupid, man. It's so stupid. You guys will never see me promoting stuff like that. Not to mention it's pointless. Like you're going 100% male gaze. Girls don't want you to be jacked and huge. It's stupid. Like they want you to look natural. The second you don't look natural is the second you're no longer attractive. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. Please stop spamming, but I do want to go to Egypt someday, man. It'd be cool. Raw meat is better cooked. Organs is debatable. I still cook my organs. Like I love beef liver. I eat it. It's in my freezer. Cooked, will eat a couple slices a day. And milk, 100% better raw. Just because, like I said, you want to be talking about your digestive system. Whichever way it digests the easiest in your stomach is going to be the best. Blonde looks better. I kind of agree. I think it stands out more. I don't know. For me, especially because I always wear all black, I feel like that would look too try hard. It's like, okay, like he's got the black dyed hair. It's obviously dyed. He's got all black, everything. It just looks like I'm like leaning into it a bit too much. Okay, okay. Thank you guys. Thank you. Georgia. I've never been to Georgia. I wanted to actually because they let a lot of people stay there for a year without any visa. I wanted to check it out. I've got someone in my school. He was living in Georgia for a while. It looks very sick to check out, but I've never been there, so I don't know. Can supplements make you dependent because your body can produce this stuff? No, man. No, it's like when you take Aries Rage, for example, it's got Tunga Ali, which boosts testosterone by 37%, Maca, Boron, all these things. They naturally produce your own testosterone. That's what's happening. It's your own testosterone. But whenever you're taking gear, for example, that's an external source of testosterone. That's not your own testosterone. That's someone else's testosterone altogether. But this boosts your own testosterone. So naturally enhancing your own is always going to be super beneficial, and it's actually going to cycle off of it. Like you're not going to really experience low like any symptoms of withdrawals from testosterone or anything. It's actually good to sometimes cycle off of it, especially ashwagandha. You never want to be all the time on ashwagandha, which is why I did not put ashwagandha in Aries Rage as well. Is Looksmaxxing hurting men? Honestly, honestly, Looksmaxxing isn't. But the issue is the community is, because looks maxing in itself, I love it. I love the idea that looks is going to be the most important thing when it comes to dating, when it comes to your life, because it is. I think it's true. 100% something that people have been suppressing for a while. But the community is very toxic. They're promoting to take gear. They're promoting all of these insecurities. Like they're saying it's over if you're this. It's over if you're not over 6 feet tall. If you're not 6'4", it's over. If your hair looks like this, it's over. If you're this race, it's over. Like there's so much racism, so much hatred going through this community, man. Like they call everyone a scammer. Like there's so much lies, just low IQ activities going on in this community that I genuinely do not like the community. Go to my channel, man. I've been producing content on Looksmaxxing for the past 5 years. Before Looksmaxxing was trending, I made Looksmaxxing videos 4 5 years ago, like literally before it was a mainstream thing. Like I was one of the first people to ever talk about it because I love the idea of focusing on looks. All of my videos have been about focusing on your looks for that one reason. But I hate the community. I don't associate myself with the community, and I'm not a fan of it. What do you usually eat in a day? Today I had grass-fed beef, and then I had some quinoa, some eggs with the yolk still a little bit runny. Um, Sweet potato. Well, I'm gonna have another meal in like an hour or two. It's very late right now, actually. But I'll have sweet potato, a little bit of cheese, some pomelo, some berries. Oh, I also had berries earlier. So now I'm getting more healthy carbohydrates, but nothing crazy that's gonna inflame me, while still hitting my protein and then a healthy amount of fats, but nothing too crazy, man. And then supplements and then beef liver as well, just for nutrition. I'm glad, man. I'm glad I could inspire you. All right, let's see if anyone else. Okay, last question because my boy donated another $5. Thank you, brother, for all the donations today. What's your top three most favorite anime of all time? I'm not huge on anime. I mean, I love anime because Dragon Ball is one of my favorite shows of all time, but I haven't watched a lot of other animes. So I'm not going to lie. I've only watched Dragon Ball. I've watched Dragon Ball Z and then Dragon Ball Super, all of the Dragon Ball movies, but I have not really ventured out. Actually, Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think, is technically an anime, so that one is also goated. Those are probably my top two favorites. And then if Dragon Ball Super is another show, then that would be my third favorite. So Dragon Ball Z, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then Dragon Ball Super. I still want to watch that new one that came out. I think the dub is out right now. They're like kids or something. It's weird, but it's like after Dragon Ball Super. I want to watch that though. Dragon Ball's not thousands of episodes. Hundreds of episodes, yeah, but I don't think it's thousands. Favorite Dark Triad character? Anakin Skywalker. Not currently to Russia, man, but hopefully in the future. You started Looksmaxxing 13 years old, man. Well, if you know exactly what you want to go for, then I don't think it's a waste of time. But like, let's say you're going for a degree that you don't know if you're even going to use, then I think that is a waste of time. But like, let's say you want to become a lawyer, which I think is very respected and anything like that. An engineer, which makes tons of money, and once again, very highly respected. I think these are very, very good degrees. But if you're going just to get a degree just to go, I don't advocate that. Save the money, save your parents' money, and figure out your stuff first. Like if you want to start a business that's like your one and only dream, I would focus on starting the business rather than going to school. I did one with my face. It said I was like, what was it, guys? I think it was like an 8 out of 10, maybe 8.5 or something. I don't know. I think it's fairly accurate. You just want to make sure you. I always will tell my chat GPT to make sure it's not objective. Like you want to tell it to be 100% blunt with you. Like that's how you know it's gonna be much better. Fruits are actually good for the testosterone. Like pomegranates, for example, are really good for the testosterone. And overall, like if you have a too high protein diet with not enough carbohydrates, that actually lowers your testosterone. So you want to make sure that you're having enough carbohydrates actually. Yeah, what's it called? Like Dama or something? It's like Dama. But yeah, I need to watch that show. Yo, have any of you guys been watching Dexter? The new season is so great. That's like the only show I've been watching recently. I'm obsessed, man. Like Dexter though was one of my all-time favorite shows before the new show, and so like now that they're bringing new seasons, it's just crazy good, man. New Blood, I wasn't too crazy about. Original Sin, I thought kind of sucked, but the new one, Resurrection, is insanely good. So if you guys want to watch a just really good show, watch Dexter. Dexter Resurrection. It's insane. How difficult is it to take someone's virginity as a Chad if they have ST or attraction? It's not difficult at all, but you got to think about the consequences spiritually with that one. You want to really think about that. Obviously, make sure they're an adult, but two consenting adults, she wants you to take her virginity. Think about it because that could make her attached to you. That can make her, especially if you give her like she's gonna think that you're gonna stick around and stuff, and then you just dip after that. That's really bad karma, I would say, for you. So you want to make sure you're not messing with anybody negatively like that. Oh, that's funny. Did I say the Dexter before or after this? Top three favorite shows and movies of all time. So let's do each one. Shows. I think Dexter is my all-time favorite show. Dexter and then Dexter Resurrection. Number two, Breaking Bad, 100%. Breaking Bad's insane. Oh, then three's hard. It would either be Better Call Saul or The Office for number three. Those are definitely the top three. Ooh, or Dragon Ball. It's so difficult, man. Movies, Fight Club, number one. Let's see. And then it's just so basic, but I think Harry Potter and then Star Wars are like 2 and 3. Star Wars is probably number two, and then the Harry Potter franchise is number three. I love Harry Potter. Not excited for the reboot though. I I do not have high hopes for that. Right now I'm like 210 pounds, so like 3 kilos, I think. Whew. All right. That's, yeah, it's language like this, like why I don't like the website. It's just very toxic, man. It's not good for your mental health. Like, it's not. All right, top 5 video games. We'll do this and then we'll go. Number 1, Grand Theft Auto. Number 2, Black Ops Zombies. Number 3, NBA 2K. Number 4, Dragon Ball. What's that one? You like create a character, like you save the world or something. That one's probably number 4. Number 5, probably one of the Star Wars games, like the lightsaber ones, like the newer ones, like Jedi Outcast or something. Not huge on video games, but every now and then I think they're fun. All right, that's it, guys. I'm leaving. I love you guys so much, though. Peace. Thank you guys for joining. Buy my supplements as well. Love you guys.